Hi guys, hopefully you can hear me. I'm just going to choose, I don't know, maybe 4 cards out of this deck. It's just the White Light Oracle Guidebook. Hopefully you guys are doing well and you're getting through all your trials, tribulations, anything that you got to deal with right now. Hopefully you're standing your ground, you're being your authentic self, and you're doing the very freaking best to keep yourself in alignment, calm, patient, understanding. Anybody that tries to battle or challenge you, one trick that I've learned recently is to acknowledge the energy. Let's say you're having a really good day and you get hit with a wall of negative energy. Acknowledge the negative energy. Say outright that it is not yours to claim. And through understanding, transmute it into positivity, or simply return to original sender immediately. So yeah, I think I'll choose maybe 2 or 4 cards. We'll see. See what comes out. I just bought some new sage. I was using cedar for a little bit. Cedar's okay. I don't mind it. But my fiance got me some sage from the reserve. And they were only $5 for a bundle. They're about this big. It's a decent size for $5, I would say. So yeah, hopefully the music's not too loud in the background. If you can't hear me, maybe throw on some headphones or something like that. I just do these readings because 1, I enjoy it. 2, I learn quite a bit more. Every time I do a reading, I learn a little bit of something new. And I do enjoy helping other people, regardless of whether or not they give donations or they like or subscribe. Hopefully, I mean, the amount of things that I've been through in my life, hopefully some of the information I can give you guys is like a heads up, or just some comfort and reassurance that most people don't get. Alright. Because these cards are so big, I'm just going to choose it like this instead of trying to flip one out. 1. 2. How many should I go for? 3. 1 more. 4. They're fairly big. I'm not too interested in battling it out with different oracle readers or tarot readers or anything like that. I'm just here to do my own thing. I'm not here to compete against anybody. I really, really respect some of the readers out there, and I admire quite a bit of them. I won't name names because maybe they don't feel comfortable with me saying that I like them or something like that, or call them out or anything. Some people don't like that, so let's put it in order. We got 4. We got 22, which is 4. We got 26, which is 8. And then we got 44, which is 8. So we got 4 and 8 and 8. So 888. We just had that in August, the 888 portal. If you know anything about the Egyptian, history or any of the mythology or anything like that, and you follow that sort of thing. If not, maybe do your research, find out more about it. I'm going to try to get moved up here and have a sip of tea here. All right, first one. Anapausis. Okay, do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Greek word anapausis refers to the cessation of work so one can regain strength, renew vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is a rest for success. The Oracle of Anapausis advises physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. A lot of us need that right now. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt. It is likely to mean giving up worries and the constant replay of anxiety-ridden speculations. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may experience healing and renewal. If you have been considering working with a healer, this is confirmation to pursue such a path. The Oracle also recommends finding spiritual rest even if you are still working hard. Spiritual rest happens when we take sanctuary in the sacred, we give up trying to become something other than, and instead tend fully to the task at hand, completely engaging in the moment. When we do so, we are trusting that the universe knows what is doing and that we are part of a greater unfolding plan. In modern culture, we can aspire to become someone, in quotations, someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, someone important. Yet no matter how much worldly or even spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more important than another belongs to the realm of ego. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. What our world needs are more people who are spiritually connected to their hearts. As you become such a being, others will seek you out. You don't need to set yourself up as being anything at all. You can enjoy the relief of giving up any obsession with appearances or external validation. Instead, dive deep into the nourishing inner realm of your own soul, with trust in all that is and all that shall be. Free from distracting and disempowerment pursuits, you may connect, rest, and restore yourself with a real sense of your spiritual beauty, value, and presence. In the space of restful immersion, you realize you are enough. Anapausis brings special guidance for those who have been going through deeply challenging struggles of the mind, body, and soul. Perhaps you feel exhausted, confused, and afraid. Even if you are still going strong in the outer world, you have a need for spiritual convalescence. You are encouraged to allow yourself adequate rest to engage in activities geared towards healing. This oracle recognizes there is something you have been working hard to bring into being. With a little more trust in your spiritual connection, you'll find the way easier and more joyful. You don't need to push yourself so hard. Spirit can sustain you through your devotion and commitment, so that every effort you make is more than matched by the inflow of spiritual grace. Don't allow your mind or the deranged ways of this world to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in spiritual light of love, rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work it all out right now. Even on your most confusing or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It is always available to you, even right now. Healing process. Imagine, feel, or intend that you are being bathed in radiant white light. It gently but effectively removes tentacles of attachment that your ego has generated. It allows you to effortlessly release false viewpoints or misguided interpretations of events. It gently cleanses and allows your visions and desires so they are in harmony with your heart and the universe. This brings you back to your true self. You can relax and allow this alignment to happen naturally in the spiritual light. As you surrender the restless ego, you can settle into your inner loving ground of your beautiful heart. There is much more for you to receive. You need not chase after anything or anyone, nor is there a need to fret or worry. Now is the time to rest in a place of love and trust. Rest for as long as you need, then ground yourself with a deep breath in and out. You have completed your healing process once you've done this. So that was Anapauses. Okay, on to the next one. Ein Sof Ar. A way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success, and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of your spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for success, progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctuary of your soul. In the mysticism of the Kabbalah, Ein Sof Ar is the first and truest light. It emerges from the Absolute, which is pure emptiness beyond all characteristics, phenomena, and form. The capacity to create something from apparently nothing is one of the definitions of magic. Ein Sof Or is the universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale. Because the spiritual light emerges from the spaciousness of infinite potentiality, it is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed is made and manifested, provided to the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic and the form of spirit. When we are open to it, surrendered to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own options and opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. If we are trying to dictate its course, to contrive and control it to meet our needs as we think they should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It's not sacred magic, and it is not of the spirit. Ein Sof Or illuminates the way of sacred soul magic that creates healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it, nor evoke toxic mind games of blame and shame. It focuses on solutions. Underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines, the light of spirit is recognized by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us outgrow our problems. Ego will tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else is to blame. Or if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. But when you are in ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked in suffering and confusion if you continue to do so. As human beings, you are able to use your free will as you choose. You can focus on the negative and distance yourself from the light, refuse to trust and insist you always know best. You can choose to feel unappreciated, betrayed, or afraid when life does its unpredictable dance. Spirit will love you and seek to help you even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time, you can choose to say, enough of that misery, and open your heart to connect with higher creative and healing intelligence of the light. No matter how much or wounded minds or broken hearts may believe a situation cannot be healed, Ein Sof Or is also there. It reminds us that whether we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. That path can also be beautiful. We will become profoundly grateful for the struggle which caused us to grow, in brackets, even if we never wish to repeat that experience. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something isn't quite right, be kind and wise enough to admit it. Then seek out the genuine light, which will evoke peace in your heart. Have the courage and trust to let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself up to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twists of fate, you will become ever closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity, which is reassuring you, healing you, guiding you, and loving you. The healing process. Connect consciously to your body and your breath. Bring yourself fully into this present moment. Imagine you can release all thoughts, fears, and obsessions about your problems or your concerns, even if just for this exercise. You could imagine dusting them off your auric field as though you were dusting off little bits of spider web or dust that have accumulated that had become stuck to you whilst walking along a garden path. You may like to play at such a spiritual dusting through your energy field for a few moments. Now, it will increase your clarity of mind and presence in your body. When you are ready, say the following out loud. I call upon the pure light of wisdom, compassion, and divine love. I invite the genus of spiritual grace to enter into my heart, and with mercy, clear the path to the highest loving consciousness. I loosen my mental and emotional grip on fixed opinions and open up with trust to higher wisdom and a creative path that will set my heart free. May all beings know such merciful grace and generous assistance for their greatest good. Now imagine, feel, and intend or visualize that you are resting in a beautiful field of light for as long as feels good for you. As your personal energy field has been cleared and sheltered through your patience thus far, you are now free and able to feel, sense, or perceive the beautiful light which holds you tenderly in its spiritual embrace. When you are ready, gently guide yourself back to this moment by following the path of your breath in and out. Hydrate and ground yourself. You have completed your healing process once you have done this. That's Ein Sof Okay, on to the next one. Deer of Delta. I'm just going to have a sip of tea. Deer of Delta. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negatives. Your real nature is gentle with its powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Some things can only happen when we let go at the deepest inner level. Regenerative healing is one of them. Shamans of old understood that to obtain transformational awareness, one has to sever themselves from the world as one knows it. To unlearn what once we knew, to be reborn. In that rebirth, a new understanding and vitality, clarity, and purpose can emerge. The shamanic realm is the realm of the delta brainwave, the state of deep sleep. Here, one is completely unconscious. There is a temporary paralysis at this level, which allows for the deepest healing and renewal. Here, the gateway to the universal mind is entered, and the precious recalibrating treasures of healing are gained. In Delta, we surrender completely to a great and powerful intelligence far beyond our understanding. At 0 hertz to 4 hertz, delta waves are the slowest and most stabilizing of the brain waves. Pardon me. This is a state in which the body recovers from injury and the brain has a chance to check off its list of deferred repairs and healing and restore optimal function. This includes the capacity to learn, the healthy functioning of the immune system, physically and also emotionally, so we are not contaminated or confused by the emotional or psychic workings of the world around us. This oracle brings guidance that the healing you need cannot come from logical sources, but requires a deep letting go and restructuring from within. Consider what practices and people could help facilitate this process in your life. Consider how you may value and encourage deep, restorative sleep and a regular retreat as a part of your lifestyle. The Greek nymph, Teget, called upon her beloved goddess Artemis to protect her from unwanted advances from a powerful suitor. In response, the goddess transformed Teget into a doe, so she would be safe from harm. Teget teaches us that we can become vulnerable like the gentle deer in spiritual sanctuary of our devotion, protected by a greater source. Then there is no need to become aggressive or harsh to defend ourselves from the aggression of another. We can let go and allow ourselves to be held. This is a way to ward off negativities without needing to disconnect from our softness and grace. Even if you are dealing with intense negativities from a particularly powerful opponent, Deer of Delta encourages you to call for spiritual intervention with complete confidence in the grace that will instantly and consistently be bestowed. Your strength and power can flow from your spiritual connection. If you have been advised to toughen up, you are encouraged to instead remain true to yourself and find your strength within. The healing process. Be seated somewhere comfortable. If you are a visual person, you can follow the visualization below, allowing the symbols to enter into your soul without having to analyze or interpret them. If you are more of a feeling person, read the description below aloud, noticing any emotions or sensations that arise as you do so, and allowing them to soak into your soul without needing to analyze or interpret those either. To prepare yourself, connect consciously with your breath as it flows in and out. Allow the breath to become deeper and more complete, calming and centering you in the present moment. You may place a hand over your heart to connect with your inner essence. Relax, allow yourself to become receptive at a heart level, open and willing to take in symbolic nourishment to empower, protect, and heal you. When you are ready, read and visualize or feel the following description. You are at the edge of a green forest in a mild spring day. Sunlight filters softly through the canopy, creating a golden haze. A small clearing is illuminated by a diffused light. There, a sweet doe gently nuzzles some grasses. She is peaceful and intent upon her task. The scene exudes a feeling of tranquility. You see the tranquility as a field of energy. It is a protective bubble of light that encapsulates the deer and keeps her safe. You have the sense that even though she may appear to be alone, she is protected by an invisible field of grace. Despite her appearance's vulnerability, you feel safe and power around spirit and deer. She survives and thrives whilst being in her own true nature. Rest in this visualization or feeling for as long as you choose. If you wish to do so, allow that feeling of gentleness and safety to emerge from within your own heart and envelop you in a bubble of protective spiritual light as you drift into a deeper rest or even a deeper sleep. When you are ready to emerge, place both hands at your heart. Allow your time and yourself to fully enter the here and now. Ground and hydrate yourself. You have done this and completed your task of healing process. Okay. And lastly, Ishtar, Lion's Gate. And this was the Deer of Delta, by the way. Try to stay Ishtar of Lion's Gate, 888. I try to make my videos the best I can with what knowledge I have and listen to my intuition when I need to do so. Okay, Ishtar, Lion's Gate. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Ishtar is the queen of the night, a dark goddess of loss and letting go, but also is a priestess of light, who holds the keys to renewal from suffering. She is relentless in her pursuit of the path to true inner freedom. She willingly surrenders her attachments and her identities, even separating herself temporarily from her loved ones, with such boldness and confidence that she crosses into realms where others dare not go. She experiences vulnerability and in that state discovers deep truth. Ishtar is the capacity of the soul to integrate our experiences. After reaching the greatest depths of suffering, she emerges and is reinstated upon her rightful throne with even greater wisdom, spiritual power, and compassion. In a reading, she is a guardian and a symbol of resurrection. You shall rise again. Those who have felt as though their identity or any other marker of security has been torn away from them are her children. They will find their way back to peace and prosperity under her auspices. If you have been suffering, this oracle indicates an end of the struggle is imminent. You shall be restored with so much more than you have ever lost. Ishtar is depicted in the Queen of the Night relief that dates back over 4,000 years ago from ancient Babylon, which was located in the lands of the present-day southern Iraq. She is a bird, a woman priestess, with talons and wings, flanked by owls and lions. She holds sacred tools, a rod and a ring, in her hands. It is bejeweled and naked, symbolizing her power and freedom. Her symbols are the gate, the eight-pointed star, and the lion. She is considered to be the goddess of the planet Venus, but the star Ceres is also sacred to her. Its rise each year marks her ascent from the darker realms, which ensures prosperity and good fortune for the year ahead. Her jewels and tools represent her great power and effectiveness. The stars represent her higher consciousness and loving wisdom and are a sign of great blessings for your life, indicating prosperity, peace, healing, and love. The Lion's Gate falls when the sun is in Leo. Leo is the sign of the lion, the astrological ruler of the heart, and the animal totem sacred to Ishtar. The rising of Ceres took place on the 26th of July in ancient Egypt, which marked the beginning of Egyptian New Year. In modern times and different latitudes, the date for the rising of Ceres varies considerably. Nonetheless, the 8th day of the 8th month is considered especially potent, and when combined with the eight-pointed star of Ishtar, the numerical frequency of the spiritual portal or doorway that opens up on 8th of August becomes 888. Since we're in the year 2024, this is also 8. Also coincides with the dragon if you are born in numerical 8. The frequency 888 will stimulate your soul in its unique way, It facilitates a deepening intimacy between the spiritual worlds and the earth plane, an amplification of light, and an outpouring of positive blessings for humanity. It is believed many, if not all, cosmic avatars who come to Earth as advanced spiritual guides hail from Sirius and make their blessings increasingly available to humanity during this opening between the two worlds. I want to say two worlds, but that's not in the book. Interesting. This oracle brings a message of breakthrough and healing, of significant lightening up of your life, and the end of a deeply challenging cycle in your life. There is a special divine dispensation augured by the oracle of Ishtar's Lionsgate 888, where hope has been difficult to find or all seems lost. The light shall return, and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. The healing process. Connect to your breath flowing in and out, helping you to come fully into the present moment. When you are ready, say the following out loud. May the enlightened heart that truly loves humanity bring forth the compassion, mercy, grace, and protection needed so that all beings may gain spiritual benefit, freedom, truth, and peace. See, sense, intend, or feel a radiant star rising above the horizon, bringing with it the beginning of a new dawn. It is a white, powerful sun, emanating rainbow-colored rays of hope, wisdom, peace, abundance, and love. You become aware of a second brilliant white sun, or our sun, following its rise above the horizon. Two massive, radiant white spiritual suns emanate all colors and blessings on their rays. Both are visible on the horizon. There is a sense that something very special is happening. An unusually powerful and unconditionally positive portal of healing is opening up for all hearts. Let yourself rest in a dual light of these two suns as they soak into your soul. You can imagine you carry the light of these two suns in your heart always, and that through your heart and all willing and capable hearts, the lights of these suns shine continuously on their inner dimensions for the spiritual benefit of all beings. You may like to rest and hand on your heart to ground this acknowledgement, capacity, and vision. Bring yourself back to the here and now with some physical movement and plenty of hydration. You have completed your healing process once you have done this. So that was Ishtar Lionsgate. Hopefully some of this was good clarity for you. They do coincide, 4488, so it'll be 888. This was a very nice oracle read, and I hope you enjoyed it.